I saw Jarrett, and then I was just like, okay, has a beard, swipe right. Why did you swipe right?
I was like, she's hot. Hey guys, welcome back to Tomi's channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And then today I have my boyfriend again, and we did like ask us any question on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And you guys sent in a couple of questions, so we thought it would be really cool to answer them. Right? You excited?
Very.
Are you nervous?
No.
Okay, that's good. The question that pops up the most is, how did we meet each other? So, do you want to tell the story, or should I tell the story?
I'll tell it, sure.
If you like, if you meet something, I'll just like pop in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, so like, we both swiped right, and then we started talking, and then shortly after that led to phone calls and video calls.
You missed the juicy part. What happened was, there was coronavirus, and we were all at home, and we're stuck at home. And then I went to Tinder because I was like new in Canada, trying to find a friend-ish. And then
she found a friend.
And then I saw Jarrett, and then I was just like, okay, has a beard, swipe right. Why did you swipe right?
I was like, she's hot. That is the thought process everybody goes through, just so y'all know.
Okay, so
anyways.
Yeah.
So
anyways, we swiped right, and then I think you messaged me first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think you said what you always say, hey, what's up?
Yeah, and I still start all the conversations that way.
Yeah. And then like we started talking, like we were texting on Tinder, and then I was like, hey, I'm not really good at texting, do you want to just exchange numbers or something like that?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. And then we scheduled a call, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then go tell them what we talked about when you called me.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, Jared was like, yeah, okay. Like that was how the conversation went, and it was like a 1 hour conversation of me talking and Jared giving me a little, yes, okay.
I think the most common thing that I said that whole conversation was, what was that? Because I didn't understand her accent as well as I do now.
Yeah.
So she like repeated herself a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes I was just like, okay.
Yeah. And okay meant like he didn't get what I said, but he was just tired of saying, what was that? What was that?
Didn't want to say it again.
Anyways, then I feel like we talked for like a while. I think then we started video calling, right? Because obviously you can't be doing catfish. Yeah,
I had to make sure she was her.
Yeah, because obviously like Jerry only swiped right because I was hot. So, yeah. So I had to make sure I was still hot.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we started video calling, and every time we video call, like I'll go and put on makeup because like girls, like your Instagram pictures don't look the same as when you're chilling at home. So like I'll go and put on makeup so I can look exactly like how I looked on my stuff, but like not too much makeup so I look like I'm at home chilling. Like he was like trying to find the perfect balance of makeup on your makeup. And then one day Jared calls me on video without telling me. Oh my god, I didn't pick the call. I like went to the bathroom, went to put on eyeliner and some lipstick, and I came back and I was like, hi, so sorry about that.
That was pretty funny.
But then I still told him, I was like, I wasn't wearing makeup, so I went to put on makeup.
Yeah, she didn't keep the secret very well.
No, I'm not very good at keeping secrets.
But it's okay. She was still hot, and we started talking anyways.
And then, wait, what happened? And I think like we
kind of kept doing that for a little while.
A couple of months.
Because of like the whole don't go be friends with people thing. And so eventually we were just like, you know what, things have kind of calmed down around here, so let's meet up in person. And then we went to go meet up, or we had plans to go meet up at a park.
And it was raining.
And then it was raining.
So I was like, oh, do you want to come over? Like, I just like to strangers to come over to my house. And he could, like, literally be a serial killer. But I was like, do you want to come over?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So we didn't do that, or we did that. I went over to her place. I wasn't a serial killer. It was very awkward.
What did you think when you saw me in person?
Oh, I was like, she's hot. No, actually, it was kind of funny because I went over there and she just like was kind of just looking like she was just hanging out. I was like, okay, so you're just dressing to hang out with like a buddy, I guess. Like she didn't really dress up at all.
I wore like a big t-shirt because I didn't want to suck in my tummy the entire night, and then I wore like this really like tight shorts because I was like, I don't want to suck in my tummy, but I also want to show that I have a butt.
And like I had like dressed up like I was going on a date, so I was like, okay, I don't know what to think about this.
Yeah.
But okay. It
was kind of awkward.
It was really awkward when we first hung out, and we watched like a whole season of some reality show.
We watched the entire season of Too Hot to Handle. Like it was just intense. Like there was like how many episodes?
It was a marathon.
Episodes. It was like because at first like I just put it on because I didn't know what to say and I was shy and it was awkward.
Yeah.
But then as time went on, like we just started talking to each other, didn't we?
Yeah. Eventually, we just ignored the show and then we tuned back in for like the last episode or halfway through the last episode or something.
Yeah.
And then we just kept hanging out after that. And I think a couple of weeks after that, I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, he was like, so, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
And then I was like, not yet. Like, I was like, I didn't know what to say because I was like so scared. I was so used to being single. I didn't really know what it felt like to be in a relationship. So I was like, not yet. And then he was like, okay, fine. Like it was cool about it, right? You're like pretty chilled.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was like, not yet, but I'm not going to see other people. That makes sense. So I was like, I don't want the labels, but I'm not going to see anyone else.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days later, I was on the phone with him, and then I was saying something like, so as your girlfriend, I don't think you should. And he's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was like, since when did that happen? What happened to not yet?
I was like, forget that shit. We're my girlfriend now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is how I guess we met, and we said.
Kind of got to this point, yeah.
And became official.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So the next question, wait, using your phone.
So you got the answer to how we met and a little bit more.
Right?
We're spoiling you guys.
So Mike is asking, should Jared get a tattoo? Do you know what? I always said that Jared should get a tattoo, but when I was at Jared's parents' house the other day, his mom was saying something about tattoos and she was pretty much saying she didn't like it, and I have 2 tattoos, so I had to double check to see if mine was obvious. And I think that because I don't want Jared's parents to think that I'm a bad influence, so I'll definitely say I don't want Jared to get a tattoo because I don't want him to be like, since Jared said listen to me now, just call me bad boy.
She wants my mom to like her.
I want his mom to like me. But his mom does like me though.
She does.
Okay, next question is, how do you navigate coming to terms with being in an interracial relationship? I feel like that's for you. Maybe for both of us.
Probably for both of us, I think.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to answer first?
I think for me, it's less race and more culture. It's the fact that I'm full-on Nigerian and full-on black. And Jared is Canadian. So I feel like it's more like a cultural difference. And I think what works is that we don't judge each other for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do make some weird ass jokes. But I think that we're very accepting. I'm very accepting of the stuff that Jared likes to do and the things that is part of Jared's culture, and he's very accepting of my culture and the things that I like to do. And we take a lot of time talking about what's living in Lagos, what being Nigerian is like, and So I think that like for us it's quite easy, and we're very like open to talking about like race and like cultural stuff. Like no one shies away from it, and we argue sometimes because like we have different opinions on things. But I don't think that the arguments affect the core of our relationship. I feel like they're just more like bants, and then we move past it. How about you?
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Learning, like it's not really like, I don't know. It's not like a big thing to like navigate, I guess. It's more of like a learning thing of like different cultures and stuff, rather than it being like something difficult, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, constantly like learning about like obviously like her culture and Nigerian culture and all that. And yeah, there's like differences, and if anything, I guess it's made me more like, I guess, socially aware about like what's going on out there as far as like race and all that goes. So that's like, yeah, it's kind of changed me for that.
Yeah, I feel like Jared has definitely becoming like more aware of like racial differences, and especially like the concept of white privilege and stuff like that. So I honestly think that race plays a role in our relationship, but it doesn't play a major role in our relationship. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think?
It's like something that's there that I think just helps us get closer because of it, because we're just learning about it's another thing to learn about each other, like any relationship, I guess, right?
It's not an elephant in the room.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, like sometimes
but we don't put a lot of focus on it, you know. It's not like the main thing about our relationship. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll make jokes to Joe, like when he's asking me to do something, I'm like, do black people do that? Like, you know I'm black.
Sometimes she just says phrases that I just straight up don't know or understand. I'm like,
and he has like learned things that I think are funny. I think sense of humor as well. I mean, I think it's good. I find a lot of things that he says funny, and he finds a lot of things that I say funny, but sometimes like he cracks like some jokes that I find very Caucasian.
Sometimes we just don't understand the lingo, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody said, Tommy, did you ask him out? I don't know why everyone why do you think that? Why do you think I'm gonna ask you out? I don't ask people out. You know, I let it be known that I like you and I'm open to I let it know that I am into the person, but I don't flat out be like, wait, did I ask you?
No. I don't think so. I think I asked you if you wanted to like hang out the first time. Yeah. But you were the one that like initiated us calling the first time. Like
I was like, here's my number.
But I guess that's not like a date.
Let's exchange numbers and talk to each other. That was me. Then he said, let's go for a walk now that everything was better. And then he said, would you be my girlfriend? So I don't know if I asked him out or we asked each other out. I think I made it clear that listen, I was like down to get to know you, and he like just took the thing. Yeah. So I didn't ask him out. I want that. Okay. Someone said, someone goes, are you guys in love? Are we in love?
I'd say so.
You say so?
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love with Jared. I'm in love. You feel like he's a girl. So someone's like, where is Jared from? Jared, where are you from?
I lived in Canada my entire life. I'm still in the same city that I was born in. If you want to know like heritage wise, I'm like French, Ukrainian, German, and Welsh, so I'm a lot.
So he's white.
I'm white. Very, very white, as you can tell.
That's a summary. Jared is white.
Pretty much. Short answer. White.
Yep. So Canadian. There was like one question. I don't even know it. Okay, so this is actually a really good question. What is the most surprising thing you've learned from me, about Nigeria?
Yeah, that is a good one. Because like obviously we've talked a lot about it, learned a lot about it. I mean, especially a lot more than I knew before knowing her. I think the biggest surprise was like that there was like such a culture around like the like whitening of like skin tone, I guess. It's like I'd heard about it before in like Southeast Asian countries and that being a thing, but I'd never thought of it being a thing in like Nigeria, especially since like from what I've kind of gathered, like Nigerians are very proud to be Nigerian basically, and like skin color is like a part of that, right? So for so much emphasis to be on it, and then like a whole industry to be evolved around like whitening skin, I thought was really strange. So that one really surprised me, and it's like kind of sad too. It's like just be happy with your skin, you know, like it's pretty, so don't be like messing with it. Be proud of who you are.
My skin is pretty?
Yeah.
Thanks, babe. No, I think it's, do you know why? Because we watched a documentary on skin lightening on Netflix, and like Jared was shook. He was like, huh? And then like when he saw like people's like before and after, he was like, that lady is that lady? Really?
Yeah.
But I think it's like getting better now. Like there's definitely like a colorism issue in Nigeria, and I think it's general on like colored communities. But I think it's definitely getting better now. People are more and people are embracing their skin tone now, which I think is super like beautiful and stuff. So yeah, I think that's actually really good that you actually, I didn't think that was what you were going to say to that.
What would you think I was going to say?
I don't know, I thought you were going to say like everyone has a fat ass. We like were watching like a Nigerian movie, and Jared is like, everyone has a fat ass here. So I thought that was what you were going to say. You want to
wow, I think I'm like that shallow.
No.
Unreal.
Someone said, oh, actually, this is my sister. My sister said, who is your favorite sister out of my sisters? So I have 3 sisters, and I'm the second. So I'm the third. I have 2 older ones. I'm the third, and I have a younger sister. So one of my sisters is asking Jared who his favorite sister is.
This one right here is my favorite of the lot.
That's a very safe answer.
There you go.
You're like, Jared's like, people don't cover me. I don't have.
Obvious answer, sitting right next to me.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like the other questions are a bit invasive, so I'm gonna skip them. Some of them are very like Nigerian auntie. Someone's like, when are we getting married? We're not answering that question. When you see a ring, you know.
Yeah, you'll know.
So I feel like the only like PG questions that we're gonna answer. I hope this was fun. I hope that
there was X-rated questions.
I hope this was fun, and I hope that like he allowed you to like get to know us a little bit more. I think like our Instagram says we're just 2 unusual people doing usual things. And I love this guy right here, so you kind of see him around. So thank you for watching. Follow our Instagram pages, it's in the description. And bye. Mwah!